Alright, so this is the basic video tutorial for how to use the recording studio that we have set up here in the top floor of the Colket Center. First thing that you're going to want to do is come over to the box here, cut the master power from off to on. That'll provide power to the board that we have set up here, to the audio interface box we have here, as well as your monitor speakers on either side of the glass screen. So this is the view from inside the actual recording studio. So you can see we already have two microphones that are set up always. If you have need for more microphones, there are some more down there in those boxes on the shelf. Here in the corner is where our audio inputs are. We have 4 audio inputs: red, blue, yellow, and white. You can have up to 4 plugged in at any time. They color code in with the channels there, as you can see. So once you've powered on the main system and plugged in all of your audio equipment inside there, first thing you're going to want to do is ask yourself, is my microphone or any of my devices using phantom power? If the answer is yes, what you're going to need to do is reach into the back of the box. There's a little switch right here. Flip that to the left, and that will turn on your phantom power. Now, something to keep in mind, an unfortunate drawback of this system is either all of the inputs get phantom power or none of them do. So you want to make sure that whatever audio equipment that you have plugged in there uses phantom power. If not, you risk overloading the microphone or whatever other kind of equipment you're trying to use. Don't really want to do that. Next thing you're going to want to do is up here in the speaker, there's a little switch right here. Flip that to on, and those will turn on both of your monitor speakers. Finally, over here on the main board, there's a little switch right here next to the power. Go ahead and flip that to on, and that turns on your board. So this right here is our ClearComm system. This is what we use for intercom communication between the engineer that be working here and whoever's recording in the booth. This is what you would also use for the talent audio, what the person recording in the booth will hear through their headphones from the computer. This is the system that routes the audio to those headphones. So for the ClearComm intercom, we have 2 lines set up for that. It's these blue cables here. They'll typically be bundled here on the shelf. I've already gone and pulled one up so I can show you how to hook it up. And the actual system will typically be in a bag like this. I've also gone ahead and pulled that up. So in every bag there's going to be 2 items. There's going to be the ClearComm system, and there's going to be a pair of headphones. So the first thing you want to do, just to get everything all initiated, is pick one of the blue wires, it doesn't particularly matter which one, and plug it into this part right here labeled intercom, like so. It'll click right in once you push in hard enough. The headphones will go on this side right here, conveniently labeled headset, just like that. So once you have all of your equipment hooked up inside there, this is how you would operate things on the control side. So let's say you want to talk to the talent. First you need to figure out what channel they're on. And in this case, mine is on channel B. So let's say I want to talk to them. So I could hold down this button here, which will toggle that mic on button and make this microphone here live. And to stop talking, I would just take my finger off. Another option that I could do is do a single press that will toggle it on. Another single press will toggle that off. Now for the headphones in there, to hear what's coming from the computer, you need to press this button right here labeled link on. All you got to do, give that a press, and then any audio going through this system will also be output into the headphones there in the booth. So a couple of things that are important to mention. First thing is that this board will have no bearing on what your final recording will sound like. The entire point of this board is for monitor purposes. With these 4 lines right here controlling the raw microphone input into the speakers up here, and these 4 channels being your return channels from the computer to these 2 speakers here. None of these settings are going to affect your final output. Another important thing about this board is that this board also does have a phantom power setting. Do not turn it on. You'll see it's this little switch here in the back. It's very close to the power switch. Make sure not to turn this on. So this box right here is what you would actually use to affect how the sound is coming in from the microphone into the computer. You can see here, you don't have too many options here, unfortunately, for EQing, but you can do all of that within Logic, so it's not particularly a big deal. So when you first turn on the computer and log in, Logic should open up by itself by default. If not, you can open it up from down here in the bottom. When you're opening up your new project, here it goes. This window should come up. So this is just creating your first track. The important bit here is the inputs. So you should have a total of 4 inputs here, input 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those line up 1 to 1 with these colors, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm using the red tracker at the moment. That's what the microphone is plugged into. So I would set my input to input 1. It's a microphone. And go ahead and click create. So when you're all finished using the recording studio and you're ready to pack it all up, here's what you're going to want to do. So first, you want to make sure that all of your project files are backed up and saved. We do ask that you not save anything locally to this computer, so please be prepared to upload your files either to an online cloud, such as Google Drive, or to have your own multimedia device, like a flash drive or an external hard drive. Once you've saved all your files and have everything ready for yourself, feel free to log out of this computer and shut it down. Once you've done that, you go on up here and cut the speaker back from on to off, same switch. And same thing here with the mix board. Just make sure that all of your levels are reset to 0. Go ahead and shut it back off. Same switch right here. Now for this board right here, if you still have phantom power on, like I do, you're going to want to really make sure to cut that back on by sliding this little switch right here to the right. This is incredibly important. If you left this on and then plugged in a device, or turn the system back on with the mic already plugged in, it could potentially blow the mic, and we definitely don't want to do that. Once you finish turning everything else off, all you need to do is turn that from on to off, and you're done. So this has been the general overview of how to use the recording studio here in the Colket Center. I hope this has been helpful to you. If you have any further questions about how to use this or when you're allowed to use it, please reach out to Joe Boucher here in the Colket Center or to Mitch Peterson with the IT department. Thank you.